So today is payday and I've already made plans to go out and spend it. Take out in the movie theatre on Friday night, spending spree for new shoes and new clothes on Saturday, and a day out on Sunday to local food market. Come Monday, I am broke again. But don't worry, next month I'm going to start saving. Sound familiar? Like me, have you been treating your salary the same way for years and wondering when things were going to change? Well, don't worry, today is that day. I'm going to show you how you can manage your salary and payday to ensure your bills are covered, you've got money for investments, and you've got money for your emergency fund. But more than that, I'm going to show you how you can break the bad cycle and form a new good one for payday. And stay to the end. As an added bonus, I'm going to show you how I divide up my salary and where I put it. Financial baseline. So there is a concept that we follow that states if you want to be financially free, you must pay yourself first. By paying yourself first, you and your family's financial security is built on a foundation of increased and consistent contributions. Now, this usually involves setting up some automated payments to ensure your contributions are done each month, but we'll come back to that later. In the meantime, we need to ensure that our basic needs are covered so we can live, eat, and function. This is called our financial baseline. This generally includes rent or mortgage, food and travel to work, and basic utilities. Now, your financial baseline should range between 30 and 50% of your monthly salary, but given the high interest rates and the tough times, it could be more. Now, given the interest rates are slowly coming down, so our job here is to ensure our financial baseline is at 50% of our monthly salary or under, and that we have auto deposits set up for all of our expenses within that financial baseline. This really should be addressed first. Once we've done that, we can move on to the next priority, but this is really the starting point. We must live below our means. And by achieving this first goal, we will help minimize any risk of financial difficulties in the future. Emergency fund. Now, as most of us know, our emergency fund should consist of 3 to 6 months minimum of expenses put aside in an accessible account. Now, you may think that paying off consumer credit or building an investment fund for the future may be a bigger priority at this point, but hear me out. Now, having a full emergency fund on hand will not only cover you for those life curveballs, it will also give you peace of mind and a sense of confidence. And if, like me, you've had money management challenges in the past, you know the levels of stress that they can give and the sleepless nights you'll get. Your emergency fund is not there to grow or be an investment. It's there to be a financial safety net. That emergency fund, sitting there in the background, is so potent, so powerful, that those sleepless nights you had over money will be a thing of the past. It will be there, ready to deploy if you have medical bills, heating or cooling equipment replacement in the house, car bills, or any other unknown bills that come up. And as we all know, life loves to throw those curveballs at us. Things come up all the time. And having a healthy emergency fund to keep the stresses at bay, you can feel confident and empowered when opportunities do come by your way. As someone in their 51st year, I finally noticed that life opportunities come up just as much as life challenges. We're usually just too stressed about money to even notice. So build up that emergency fund, build up your confidence, get a good night's sleep, and when an opportunity presents itself, maybe you'll take it. Consumer debt. So while our emergency fund is building up, we need to be paying down our consumer debt. Over 70% of Americans have a revolving credit card balance that they carry over each month. The average balance of these credit cards across the country is in the thousands, so this is a challenge faced by most. You are not alone. Now, to make it as fun as possible to pay down your credit card, they've come up with various ways of doing this. There's one called the snowball effect, where you pay off a small percentage of each card every month. Another way of doing it is starting off with the smallest balance on each card, paying those off, and work your way up to the biggest balance on the next card. I believe the thinking here is psychological morale. As you clear one card, as small as it is, and move on to the next one, you're seeing the results. Now, paying down your credit card balance, no matter what method you choose, is excellent. But there are a couple that I think are a little bit better than others. Now, the one I preferred was to target the highest interest rates and pay that balance off first, and work your way down the level of interest rates. So if you have a credit card at 20% interest, you pay that one off first and move down to the one that's at 15 and 12 and 10 and so on. They call this the avalanche method, and I love it because you can pay off your cards a bit quicker and save money along the way. By reducing the amount of interest each month, you will save some of the charges and direct those savings to your repayment plan. So with the avalanche method, things like student loans with a traditionally low interest rate will be last, but your credit cards, absolutely first. Now eventually they'll all be paid off. But if you start with the high interest first, you will pay them off quicker. Now, if you want to take it a bit further and add a bit of fun, treat it like a project and compile all the debt onto a spreadsheet like this and record your pay down each month. And when you clear a substantial balance, reward yourself. Now, nothing crazy like a new car or a vacation. Remember, we've got a new financial plan and we're not continuing old bad financial habits. But a reward that's relational to the credit balance that you've cleared. It's good for morale. Plus, you deserve it. Well done. Now, in the States and other countries, employers will contribute to your retirement saving plan, often matching your contributions. In the US, it's called a 401k. Here in Canada, we have the RRSP. These contributions to your account will continue over the duration of your employment, and they will qualify you for tax breaks. The idea is when you retire and draw on the account to pay for your living expenses, your income will be less than what you're earning now, and then you'll be paying less taxes. So if your employer is offering to match a portion of your contribution each month, it's a great idea to take advantage. It's essentially getting free money, and if you can afford it without straining yourself financially, you should contribute as much as possible. Some employers will match your contributions 100%. This is literally doubling your money. But the real magic will be the compound interest that grows on the accounts over the years and decades. In a nutshell, your investment will compound over time to an epic scale. It will build, earning interest on top of interest as it grows. Like the curvature you see here, your savings will go to the moon the longer it continues and grows. So take full advantage of your 401k at work. It's a potent part of your financial plan. So another account that's really important to your financial plan that you can max out on is the Roth IRA, or here in Canada, it's called the TFSA. This account too has massive tax advantages, but in a different way. The contributions are taxed as income before they're added to the account, but every dollar you make in this account comes out completely tax-free. Even as your investment grows over time, turning into tens of thousands, hundreds, or even millions of dollars, it all comes out tax-free. You get every dollar. And as an added bonus, you can take the money out at any point. But with an emergency fund, why would you need to? Leave the money in there, let it compound over time. Every 8 to 10 years, you're potentially doubling your money. Now, like the 401k and the RRSP, there is a limit as to what you can contribute to this account each year. But even as you max out on both your tax advantage accounts, there are other options that you can take advantage of. In the meantime, set up your order payment, make your contributions, and watch your investment grow. Kids Education Account. Like the previous two chapters, this one is investment orientated. There's a trend here. Stop spending money and invest it. An education investment account is specifically done to go towards someone's education in the future. Now, we set up one of these accounts for each of our kids at birth, and we make a contribution each month. You guessed it, we set up a monthly automatic payment. Now, here in Canada, the government match our contributions dollar for dollar, but it can only be accessed by the child at a certain age, and it must be for education. Now, if it's never used, your money is safe and you can take it out, but the government portion is withdrawn. Now, the sooner you open up one of these accounts, the better. Like all accounts that grow over time, the more exposure to time, the better the growth. For us, it was all about giving them a financial boost just when their education may need it. It's a wonderful way to give your kids an extra hand and give them a boost in the right direction. And if started early enough, these contributions will be very small. Ultimately, this will be another new financial habit that will have a profound effect on your family's life. Regular broker account. Now, once you've maxed out on your tax-free and your tax-deferred accounts, you can set up a regular broker account and continue investing. Yes, those juicy tax-free accounts have a contribution limit each year, and once that ceiling has been hit, a regular account with no tax benefits will be the next best thing. Now, you may wish to continue building your emergency fund, but if you've got a solid 6 months aside, you'll be losing out on compound interest from investing. Afterwards, the compound interest from your investments that will help you build wealth and get you financially free. So open up a brokerage account, invest into a solid index fund, and collect average returns of 10%. Not only will your money be compounding over time and growing with compound interest, you'll be protected from inflation. So paying taxes is a small price. And remember, your tax-free and tax-deferred accounts are growing too, so you have 3 or more accounts growing for your financial future. These accounts will provide wealth and security for your family for life, perhaps even generations. My payday routine. So I've been on my financial plan now for 3 years, since I changed my mindset from a consumer one to one that builds wealth. Once our financial health had been addressed and fixed, we went on to start building wealth for our family with investment properties and investing in the stock market. Now, our payday routine has evolved over time, and you're going to find yours will too. Once your consumer credit is paid down and your emergency fund is built, you're going to find your priorities will change. And here's what it could look like once you've achieved those financial goals and you have more disposable income. Although you might be mortgage-free or at least have very low payments, you will still have a financial baseline. Your order deposits will take care of your living expenses, but you may find at this point they're less than 30%. And if you're building wealth and have more income, that will come into play too. Max out your tax benefit investment accounts. This may seem really obvious, but this is going to be a comprehensive list, so this is number 2. Your kids' education plan should have a healthy contribution each month. Remember, the government may match your contributions, so max out where you can. Free money. At this stage of the plan, you may enjoy a few more treats and enjoy more family time. With financial security providing a strong foundation, education funds and buying back time have increased in importance. And as I'm finding, getting older has also had an impact on my priorities. Now, over time, your priorities will change, but having that financial bedrock to build your foundation on is a great feeling and will leave you feeling very confident and safe. So there's a payday schedule that's absolutely full to the brim with good financial habits and will set you up for the future. Now, do you have any other priorities that you would put first? And have you maxed out on your tax-deferred and tax-free accounts? Now, if you're struggling to find funds to contribute to your investment account, perhaps it's time to cut back on some things. Watch this video here that will highlight 12 things that you don't need to buy. Use that money to invest. I'll see you there.